Hello, my friends on YouTube. This is one of the videos that I promised that we're going to make to explain Warlords 3 format. And we're going to start with the brackets because it's very important. People is always obsessed with the seeding, and we're going to have a special way to make the brackets. How is going to be the Warlords 3 bracket draw? As you know, the main event will be between the 1st and 9th of June. It consists of 16 players and will be single elimination. This makes matches more important and might bring more surprise. In a single elimination format, the brackets is very important. The path of the players to the grand final is the determinate. Normally, tournaments will make the bracket based on seeding, matching highest versus lowest, second highest versus second lowest. Other tournaments make a random draw. In Warlords 3, we will use a system that is very dependent on the player's seeding, but also introduce an important random element. This system is inspired by the major tennis events which seek to avoid the same players always facing each other, while guaranteed top players will face in the later rounds. How is it going to work exactly? Until we know all 16 participants in the main event invited or qualified, we will seed them from 1 to 16 based on the tournament result in the last 12 months. The top 2 players will be positioned in the upper and lower half of the bracket so they can meet before the final. Players seed 3 and 4 will be randomly drawn in both halves of the bracket so they can potentially face either of the top 2 in the semifinals. So it can be seed 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, 1 versus 3, and 2 versus 4. Next, players seed 5 to 8 will be drawn in different positions. Each of them can be potential opponent of the top 4 players in the quarterfinals. Lastly, we will draw the matchups for the first round of 16. The players seed 9 to 12 will be drawn against the players seed between 5 to 8. The players in the last 4 spot, 13 to 16, will be drawn as opponents of the top 4. The draw will be performed live after the last qualification final match has concluded. So you guys can imagine how much hype is going to be used after the qualifiers. I know that this is a lot of information, but I think showing you a very, very small image graphic is going to help you quite a lot. Do you want to see it? Let's go. Okay, this is the graphic, guys. As you can see, what you see on the left, guys, is a normal seed. 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, 4 versus 13, 3 versus 14. Highest versus lowest all the time. Why we put the colors? Because you're going to have a much clearer idea of what we were talking, right? Orange, 1, 2, right? Yellow, 3, 4. Then the next one are 5, 6, 7, and 8 green. Then we have 9, 10, 11, 12 teal. And the last spot will be 14, 15, 13, and 16. But then with the random, I just put here a random example. One can be versus 15, but can be also versus any purple color, right? Like this it is. Very, very simple. The second, the same, And then yellow, as you can see, will be also versus the remaining. The one that they are not facing. And then we go to green and teal, and it can be 7 versus 12, can be whatever. Why this is very important, guys? Well, it's very, very important because, as you know, the difference are so close between the players' seed. And it makes that, well, now that many people is scared about Hera, right? Because it's the number 1, all the top 16, you don't know who you're going to face. There is a group of people that can be faced, but the seed is still important. But now there was always a lot of drama. Why this is seed number 6 and he's 7, then you face, well, that is how it's going to be the brackets. So what I have to tell you guys, that we're going to have more videos to explain more things, the maps, how to support the tournament, and many things to explain little Warlords 3. This is the brackets, and hopefully you enjoy. If you like the system or not, or you think can be improved, what do you think about it? Below the stream, your comments, and thumb up, subscribe. It helps a lot. Warlords 3 is around the corner. Stay tuned, guys. We love this game.